March 22nd, 2021. How's it going, guys? Going to do a short little video on metaphysics today. We're going to talk about the third eye, portals, and interdimensional beings. And what you're looking at first here is actually what most people probably will see if they get their third eye open and they open that first portal most of the time. Now, these creatures, they're always looking looking down at everyone. They look almost like a mummy. I've got them drawn in blue, but they're usually in black is what they are in. And there's always somebody at this, I would call it kind of like a wishing well. They're always there. They're always looking. Don't know much about them. I know a lot of times when you open the portal, anyway, in one way, they're always there. And they're, whether there'll be 10 of them or 3 or 4 of them, but they're always there. Now, what we're going to look at, I was going to show you two real quick, what that's like at the beginning. Let me show you something, guys. If you're opening your third eye, and you do open that portal, you'll usually see, it looks almost kind of like just if it's, first it'll be dark, and then you'll see almost, it looks like a star. It looks like a bright light like that. And then, like I say, this here, hold on just a second, guys. This is probably what you'll see. They look a little intimidating, don't they? But like I say, I don't know much about them, what they are actually. The next one we're going to talk about, I'm going to show you another one here. Hold on. Okay, I'm back, guys. Now, I've actually seen these creatures actually stand at the foot of beds of people and pray. They're 7 feet tall, and they look they got almost a human form body, but they're light. Basically, they're just light beings, and they'll stand over and stay with a person and pray over them. Now, they don't have wings. They don't look like angels to me, but I think whatever being these are, I mean, that's kind of their class. I mean, almost like the sci-fi movies, there's always a warrior class, and then there's a religious class, and then there's a working class. What was that, like a Babylon 5 maybe? But anyway, these creatures actually, they do a lot of good. There's nothing to fear in them. But they also can be probably intimidating to certain people because they are very tall. They're over 7 feet tall. And like I say, interesting. The next one we're going to look at is not so nice. So hold on. Okay, what you're looking at here, you've heard people probably refer to these creatures called shadow people. And we're not talking about like Men in Black, anything like that. These creatures, to me, are like a parasite. And they have to enter into the person's body from the head. They have to exit from the head. They feed off the person's energy, and they keep draining. They'll just stay there like a leech. They're just like a leech. But these creatures have intelligence. And what I was going to show you too, guys, they have gills. These things have gills. And I come across something about a year or so ago that they thought there was a creature that was extinct, and I don't remember where, but it wasn't extinct. I forget what state it was in, and it was kind of like it was like a tube worm, and it actually had the gills on it. But it kind of reminded me that I was trying to find, I could not find it, but I assume that these gills, why they face up like that when they enter the host body, basically, then they're facing down. You know, our energy, you know, when it's flowing through our body is usually going, we can go up and down, but usually, you know, if you check somebody's energy and you take your hand, you run it up across their body, it's usually from basically the bottom up. So I assume that's why how they feed. But you can get them out of the person's body. If you can get the person to hold on to selenite, get a piece of chunk of selenite. These creatures, it drives them nuts. They can't take it. And if you can get a person to hold on to a selenite stick for about 5 minutes, they'll jump out of that person's body. Now the problem is if you don't have anything after they jump out of the person's body to keep them out, they'll go right back into that person. So that is something to be aware of. And you need to be aware of how to prevent that from going back into that person. But just, like I say, I thought I'd do a small little video here on interdimensional creatures and beings. And like I say, I mean, interesting. Oh, these creatures also, too, they like to jump into the host body. And they will actually, I mean, they take over that person. And it can make them more depressed if the person, I mean, they can actually pull that person down because they're feeding off of them. But they also can use them as, basically, they can throw that chi energy out. And if they throw that chi energy out, they have a signature. This parasite, actually, which I will call a parasite, has a signature. It's almost like being stung by a wasp. But they don't like the light energy, too. And just put it this way, if you stand in the light, you don't have nothing to fear. They might sting you, but you can sting them back, too. But anyway, this is just a short little video, guys. And I thought you guys might find that a little bit interesting. Anyway, have a good one, guys.